In this video, I show you exactly why TrojanBot is currently the best trading bot for Pump.Fun trading. I'm going to show you how to set up TrojanBot properly from A to Z for short-term and long-term trading. I'm also going to show you what type of settings you need to do depending on your budget, because if you are trading with very low amounts, those transaction fees can actually eat up all of your profits pretty easily. And I'm going to show you exactly how to avoid that. I'm also going to show you the proper way to track your profits live, the best way currently that I've found using TrojanBot, because personally I've found that clicking on the refresh button within the application is a bit clunky and doesn't give you the proper perspective that you need in order to know when to actually sell. For that, you need to be actually watching the chart more so. And you also need to know live how much you can sell for. So we're going to talk about all of it in this video. So Trojan is a Telegram trading bot. Now to get started, you're going to need to download Telegram, preferably on your desktop device if you have one. If you don't, it's okay. You can still download Telegram on your mobile device. Go ahead and pause the video, set everything up, and then let's proceed. Once you have set up Telegram and created an account, you're going to need to set up TrojanBot. And how you do that, you can either go to the website right here, which is trojan.app, and then clicking Telegram right here, or you can click the link in my video description, the first thing that pops up. That's the official TrojanBot Telegram link. So make sure to use that one so you avoid clicking any fake links. There's a lot of fake links out there, so you got to be very careful with the ones that you click. So once you click the link, it's going to automatically open up TrojanBot on Telegram for you, right? It's going to open up Telegram like this, boom. And you're going to click the start button. There's going to be a start button right here, which I have already clicked, and you're going to be good to go. So right now I'm going to show you the best settings that you're going to need to have for pre-launch trading. Pre-launch trading is basically trading coins that have just launched. So how you do it is you just basically find a pre-launch group, which is a group of a token that has not yet launched. There's probably going to be a few hundred members there waiting for that launch, and everyone's going to be waiting for the official buy link once the token goes live. And whenever it goes live, they usually post a link like this. And the winners are the ones who are able to buy it the faster. The people who buy slowly are the ones that are usually going to catch a loss because they're going to buy in too late. And the only guys that actually end up making any money are those who are able to buy up the token on that link the fastest. So being fast here is key. And without a trading bot like Trojan, once you see this link, you have to click it, right? Once you click it, it takes you to the website. Then you connect your wallet, right? Then you enter an amount and then you place a trade. Those are a lot of steps, right? That takes some time, and by that time you can already be too late in the game. So the main reason why TrojanBot is currently the best one for trading Pump.Fun pre-launches is because it accepts full links. So you can set settings up in a way where once you post a link here, it automatically buys the token with a predefined amount for you. So this is how you do it. You go to settings and you are going to select auto buy. As you can see here, auto buy will immediately buy any token or token address sent to the bot when turned on. So you're going to select your SOL amount. Now I suggest you guys use 1 to 2 SOL as a minimum for pre-launch trading or Pump.Fun trading in general if you want to be doing it this way, right? If you want to wait for a link and then paste it in Trojan so it instantly buys it, don't use 0.25 SOL like it's set right here. You need to be using, for example, 1 or 2 SOL, right? And you need to set the slippage to 50%. Why are we setting slippage to 50%? It's because a lot of the times when you're hopping on those Pump.Fun pre-launches, there's huge volatility that's going on within the first seconds of the launch. When they post the link, there is some slippage that's going to occur with your buy regardless of when you buy it. The key thing here is that you want to have a successful buy, because if you get in early on one of these pre-launches and it pumps, even if you buy in with more SOL than you intended to buy in with, you're still pretty much set to making a 2x profit or even more on that set pre-launch, right? I'm going to explain basically how slippage works for those of you that are not that familiar with it. So basically, let's say you have 10% slippage like this, right? And let's say your initial buy amount is 1 SOL. And you're like, okay, I'm going to be buying 10 tokens worth of, whatever token, right? You paste the address right here and you want to buy 1 SOL worth, right? What's going to happen is the slippage can hit, for example, 5%, and you would be buying 9.5 tokens, right? Instead of 10. Now, since you tolerate 10% slippage, it's going to go through. But let's say there's a bigger slippage that occurs, and because of the high volatility, the current rate which you would be buying for is, instead of 10 tokens, it is 8 tokens, right? In that case, just because the slippage is 10%, your trade wouldn't go through. So when you wanted to buy those 10 tokens and you would have bought 8 instead, your trade wouldn't have even gone through just because of your slippage. And it can go either way. You can also have a case where you buy, for example, 12 tokens. That's like 20% slippage, right? I actually usually set it for 50% because for me, the most important thing is that I get in the trade at that time that I want to get in the trade, right? So you're going to set this option to on. Now, each time you post a link here to a Pump.Fun launch, it's going to automatically buy it. But how do you make it buy it quickly, right? How do you actually make it so that it buys it quickly? Well, you can't have either the fast or the turbo fees. You have to set it to a very high amount, such as 0.04, which is currently it's like $7. So you are paying an extra fee, like a very large fee. In this case, you're paying $7 just to get in the trade, and you're going to be paying another $7 just to sell it. That's why I said you need to be very careful with how much budget you're using for each of these trades. So if you're buying in with 0.1 Solana and you're paying 0.04 in fees, and you make a 2x, in the end, you've paid 0.08 Solana total in fees, and that 0.1 Solana profit that you've made has been basically eaten up, and you've made only 0.02 Solana. I've had a lot of people coming in my Telegram group and saying that, you know, what happened? I made 50% on this trade. Why do I have no profit? It's because of the fees usually. And those fees, like, I'm going to be honest, if you want to get in those trades when you actually want to get in those trades, right? In that exact moment that you see that link, you want to be hopping on your trade. And if you want to be quick like that, there is no way around it. You need high fees, really high fees. I'm talking $5 to $10 per trade. Otherwise, you're going to be late to the party. I would even suggest personally to use a bigger SOL amount. Now, what to do if you don't have bigger SOL amount for your trading, if you can't use 2 or 3 Solana for each buy or each sell? Now, I would say personally, like if you have 0.5 Solana that you want to trade, I'm going to be honest, you can't be trading with fees that are this big unless you see that, okay, this pre-launch right here or this token right here, I know that if I can get in early, the devs won't sell, right? And it's going to do a nice 3x, for example. Then, yes, you can turn on this very, very high fee right here. Your trade is going to go through instantly. And when you sell, you'll lose basically a total of 0.08 SOL on fees. But if you've made a 3x, you're still up like 1 Solana, right? Or a bit less. So this is more so for those guys that do those 20% or 30% trades with small amounts of SOL. You're going to lose money just on fees. So definitely use Turbo instead of this custom amount that you can set right here, right? You're going to take hits. Obviously, if you use Turbo, you're going to be a lot slower. So you're going to have cases where you can't take profit in time, you can't buy in time, and it's a bit more uncertain, this type of trading. Unfortunately, that's how you got to operate when you have a lower amount of SOL. So definitely, if you have at least 1 to 2 SOL, set a custom amount here to 0.03 or 0.04 Solana for your buys and sells, so your trades actually go through instantly, right? Another key thing is if you're going to be buying with 1 SOL, you're going to need to have at least 1.5 SOL in your wallet just for the fees, number 1, and number 2, for the slippage, which might hit at any point, right? Your slippage can hit and you can end up buying 1.3 SOL instead of 1, or slippage can hit and you can end up buying 0.8 SOL instead of 1. So you need to be ready for that, and you need to have a bit more Solana in your wallet than your buy order right here. What is this button right here, auto sell? Now, how it works basically, for those of you that want to try it out, I'm just going to delete these so that it's empty. Your screen would probably look like this. Now, let's say you have a strategy where you want to sell your pump tokens at 2x automatically. You don't want to be manually doing it. You want to do it automatically. Cool. What you're going to do is you're going to press add order like I just did right now. You're going to hit the slippage 50%, just like it was for your buy. You're going to select here TP. This is how much profit you want before it sells everything, right? Or a certain amount. We want 100%. That's a 2x. So we add 100% right here, and right here you will add how much of your tokens you're going to be selling at 2x. Now, in most cases, it would be all of your tokens, so you would put 100%. But you can also do something like you would sell half of your tokens at 2x. Completely depends on you. I would recommend doing 100% because it's Pump.Fun. It's very quick. Things come and go like within 2 seconds, so I wouldn't be hodling any moon bags on Pump.Fun, especially like if the dev cheats or something like that. It happens so often. You guys have to be really careful. So personally, I will be actually turning off this thing in general, and I'll be watching the charts very closely myself. Now you've set up your high fees, so your orders go through instantly. You've set up the option to paste a link right here that automatically buys a set amount for you, right? And here the rest of the settings, you can play around this yourself. For example, P&L values. This will just display how much profit you have on each position, right? Chart previews, you can also have that. It will display a tiny chart on this app right here, but it's not really useful to me personally because it's not like updating every second like it would be on another trading bot such as Photon. Now, I've talked a lot about also other bots such as Photon, and I have been using it recently for Pump.Fun as well. But the issue with Photon on Pump.Fun, especially for pre-launches, Photon is really good if you're going to be just trading in general. If you're going to be like here on Pump.Fun, seeing what's up, what's going on here. Maybe there's a cool ticker that I want to buy in. Oh, Pepe with hat, I might want to buy it, right? I'm just giving examples. Sure, it's great if you're trading this way. You copy this address right here, you go to Photon, you paste it, you buy it, and you see live every second what's going on, and you see a live sort of representation of how much you have in profit, which updates every millisecond or so, right? That's amazing. But you don't really have that option for Trojan right here. For Trojan, you have to do things a bit differently. Now, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here, but before I do, let's top up this wallet, right? We're going to need to send some Solana here so we can start working. In order to get money on your Trojan bot, you're going to need to copy the address that you're going to have right here on the top. So you're going to press start, right? Anytime that you might get lost somewhere, for example, you go into settings and you don't know what to press, or you go in simple mode maybe and you're like confused, okay, I want to go back. Just go on the menu button right here, press start, and you're going to see your wallet right here. That's going to be your wallet. You're going to copy it from your own application right here, right? And you're going to go to your account where you have some Solana, for example, your Binance account, Coinbase or whatever, and you're just going to send some Solana right here that you're going to be trading, right? So we're just going to do that right now, and I'm going to show you live how to properly track your profits and how to actually see when to sell, when to be buying in, and what to look out for, most of it, for Pump.Fun. Another key thing to note, this bot might get laggy at some points, but if it does, all you need to do is you just use one of these other bots right here that are visible right here. These are the same exact bot, but with different names. Those are backup bots. So let's say I'm like, okay, I want to sell a position, or I want to just see my positions. I press this button right here, positions, and it's not loading. That's when you know you need to use a different bot from Trojan. So you just go back here, you would just click one of these bots right here, you would just click that bot, press start right here, and boom, right? It would work. Now if you want to see which bots are currently online and which are kind of congested, you can just click on the backup right here on the menu, and you're going to see all of the bots that are currently like in a worse state and under moderate load. You should be using one of these in this case because these are the fastest ones. So we're just going to click Hector right now, and we're just going to use Hector. Now nothing is changing. You're still using the same exact bot with your exact wallet address and with everything the same. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, after you stop trading, you can just close out all of these bots, right? You can close Telegram. Once you go back to Trojan, everything's going to be the same. So you can always just click on the backup and go to any other bot, for example Hector, right? And you can simply use that one in case the original one is not working properly. So yeah, for this video we're going to use Hector because that's the one that is currently the fastest. So now that we have sent some money to this wallet, we can start trading. Now, I do not have any pre-launches right now on hand that I could just drop a link right here with and hop on a brand new launch, but we're still going to do the same demonstration with some other random new launch that happens right here, and we're just going to test it out, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. So before you start buying up anything, I'm going to show you the best way that you can track your profits on Trojan. So the best way to do this is you need a desktop device, for example a computer, where you can have two windows open at the same time. Now what you're going to do is you're simply going to open Trojan like this on the left side, right? And you're going to open Pump.Fun on the right side like this right here. Another thing you're going to need to do for this strategy is you're going to need to connect this exact wallet that you have right here to your Phantom wallet. Why you need to do that is because you're going to be essentially, whenever you buy up any of these tokens, you're going to open this terminal right here and you're going to click trades and you're going to watch closely what happens. And how you're going to be tracking the profit is not going to be from Trojan, actually. It's going to be right here because this is a bit more updated, I would say. When you click the 100% here, it's going to show you your tokens and how much you can sell them for. The moment you want to sell them, you're not going to do it here. You're just going to click the sell button right here. In this case, actually, the best way to manage your windows would be so that the Trojan bot is on the right side right here. So you can be clicking the 100% right here. It's not that far away to just sell everything. So how do you actually connect this exact wallet to your Phantom wallet? So you're going to go to settings. You're going to go to wallets. Next, you're going to export private keys. Now, this is a very important moment. Do not share these private keys with anyone. This is like sharing your seed phrase. If anyone has those private keys, they can easily access your wallet and take any money that you have in there. So do not share these private keys with anyone, all right? But you're going to export them. You're going to have a little button here and it's written. This is a warning right here, right? So you have to be very careful with private keys once again. And you're just going to show your private keys like this. Solana wallet, boom, copy. This is your private key. This is not your wallet address. This is your private key right here. You're going to copy it. You're going to go to your Phantom wallet. You're going to press on the plus button on the left side to make a new wallet. You're going to import private key like this. Boom. Name it Trojan, for example, and paste your private key. Now you have your wallet right here. So let's imagine right now you're sitting in this group right here. Let's imagine this is a pre-launch group right here. Let's imagine there's like 300 members or something like that. And the developers are saying, okay, we're about to post the link within 5 minutes. And you're sitting there. You're like, okay, I am waiting. And I'm gonna, when I see the link, I'm gonna buy it. Let's say they post the link right now. What you're gonna do is you're gonna, instead of clicking it or something, you just copy it quickly, very quickly, as quick as you can. You paste it inside the Trojan bot, and you can see it's already sending the TX. What you do next is you open up pump.fun and you go on the sell section, and you can see here you can sell it. You can click on the 100%. And you can see for how much you can sell. And in the meantime, you need to click the sell button on Trojan, select this one right here, and you need to have this button right here ready. Let's say we are up already like 2x. You just hit the sell button here and it's going to instantly sell it as quickly as possible. And boom, that's it. You can see how quickly this happened. Now, we got lucky here. We made a little bit of profit right here. Usually, if you hop on a completely random token like this, it really won't work out like that, right? But still, this is just how you do it, right? Because that's the best way to be actually tracking those profits. The other option is to just, for example, buy the token and then just click on the refresh button right here, right? And it's going to show you how much money you have there. But I think it's not as good because if you open up pump.fun on a second window and you watch the chart live and you watch those incoming new trades live, you can see if the volume is sort of dying off or is the volume increasing, you know? And if the volume is dying off and there's less new buyers coming in, you probably know that, okay, you know, volume's kind of dying off, maybe it's time to sell. You quickly click the button right here. You check right here by clicking the 100% how much profit you have, and that's it. Now, what do you do if you don't have a computer, if you only have a mobile device? You're going to have to be trading only from the mobile in that case. This type of trading where you check pump.fun live is only going to be viable if you are on a desktop device. So I definitely suggest you guys get a hold of a desktop device and use a computer instead of a mobile device only. You have a much bigger advantage using a desktop device because you can track a lot of things at the same time and be a lot quicker, you know? And you also saw just how quickly these trades went through, and that is only because we did such a high fee, right? Let me show you guys. Let's set the fee on fast, for example, and I'm going to buy up a different token just to show you how slowly the buys are going to go through. We're going to go to settings and we're going to change up the buy amount because this is just going to be an example. I'm going to show you how slow it is usually. We're going to buy up 0.2 Solana automatically with 50% slippage. It says fast, but it's not actually that fast if we're trading on pump.fun. We're going to click any other random sort of token right here. We're going to imagine that this one, for example, is the token that we're hopping on the pre-launch, right? You're in the pre-launch group, they post a link. What you do is you instantly click it here, you paste it here, and now you go to pump.fun to this link to see what's going on here. Now you see it's still going. It's still going, and only now it was bought. Whereas before, with the higher transaction fee, it would have been bought like instantly, right? So you're gonna go back right here, you're gonna click sell, and you're going to just sell 100% whenever you want. So we're just gonna sell it right now because this is just an example, right? And you can see how slowly it's selling, right? We're still waiting. There's a lot of sales coming through. And we finally sold it for like 0.24 Solana, which was here, right? Which was right here. And we could have sold probably here, right before these other guys. So you have a slight disadvantage if essentially if you are going to be trading with low transaction fees. So I definitely suggest all of you use high transaction fees, have a bigger buying amount than just 0.2 Sol, especially if you're going to be using those high transaction fees. What do you do when you want to withdraw your Solana? You're just going to go to the menu, right? You're going to click on, you're going to go down, you're going to click withdraw, right? And you're going to click Solana. Then you're just going to click Sol like this. You're going to select the amount you want to withdraw. In most cases, you will want to withdraw 100% of your holdings. Another option is you can withdraw, for example, 1 Sol, right? And keep the rest for trading. All right, you click that button, you enter 1 Sol, and now you just have to set the withdrawal address. So you click this button, and that's it. You enter your Sol address where you want to send the tokens to, and that's it. Now, when it comes to trading long term, right? When you want to buy some sort of tokens that are not as quick, you know, that don't move as quickly. For example, if you're going to be trading on DEX Screener, you're going to be hopping on new pairs, for example, on DEX Screener and seeing what's happening there. You can easily use the fast or the turbo options, which are lower fees, right? So let's just set it to turbo right here. And you don't need 50% slippage for these ones, right? Those settings are still pretty similar. You're just going to set it to turbo, for example, or fast. You're going to go to auto buy, and you're not even going to need auto buy in this case because these tokens, they don't move as quickly. You know, those new pairs, they move quickly, but it's not so important that you need the auto buy on. It's better to be safe maybe and turn it off and just buy manually. And how you would do it manually would be, for example, let's say we want to buy some Trump with hat. This thing has popped off today. We just copy the contract address right here. Oh, it looks like it's dumping actually below this support level, so it's probably gonna go down further, but still we're just gonna buy up some of it just to show you. Copy this contract address, and here, if you don't do auto buy, you can buy it like this. And this same thing applies for Pump.Fun. You don't need to always be buying on auto buy, right? You can always buy also using the regular buy option where you paste the contract address and you choose manually, okay, how much do you want to be using? So we're going to use 23% slippage and we're just going to buy 0.2 Sol. If you want to buy 1 Sol, you can select here and it's going to auto buy it. But we do not want to buy 1 Sol in this case, so we're just going to sell it. How to sell it again? Go to view tokens and boom, sell 100%, and it's just going to sell it. Another thing, you just saw me buy 1 Sol of Trump with. I didn't really want to buy it, and we should have selected already confirm trades. This is going to confirm your trade before you actually do it, right? So for example, we paste the CA right here like this, right? It's going to give us this option and we're like, okay, you know, we're going to buy 0.5 Sol. And see, it doesn't buy instantly when you select it. You have to click buy actually, or 1 Sol. If you turn off this option, right? If you go back to the settings and you turn off the confirm trades, it's going to do it like we just saw when I pasted the contract address right here. And I clicked on 3 Sol or whatever. I clicked on 1 Sol and it bought it right away without actually asking me for a confirmation. So personally, I would say for these types of trades, when you see a larger token already that's like at 5 million or something, you definitely need to leave the confirmed trades on, and you don't even need turbo. You're going to be fine with fast, completely fine with fast. You're going to need to set some take profit levels and stop losses. So as I already said, we had this thing in place, which was selling our tokens automatically when they hit 2x, right? But for example, here, this is a perfect example of a trade that you could do. Now let's say this token is bullish. Currently, it's okay. Right now it's shot up a bit. A few minutes before, it was basically at this level right here. Now, if we bought there, we would have probably set a stop loss of 13%. Why? Because if it breaks lower than this level, then it's likely going to continue going lower because it breaks the support and it's kind of a break of structure like this right here. Now, the thing is here that it already sort of broke this support like here, and then it broke the same support here. So it's, generally speaking, it's looking like it's starting to trend downwards. But you never know with these meme coins, you know. If you catch a bottom, you can bet on a bottom like this and say that it might do a retracement, and you can try, for example, securing a 30% or 40% to the upside really quickly, see if it works out. Like for example here, it went to this bottom, it broke structure, right? Just like here, but it went up like 50%. So even if you bet on this part right here, you could have just set your stop loss. For example, if you bet right here when it started moving upwards, you could have set your stop loss 13% and you would have secured yourself a 50% upside. You could have sold anywhere right here. And if it didn't go upwards, it would have just sold automatically at this 13% downside, right? So how you would do it currently if we were to buy it right now, you take the measurement tool on the left side, you click the part where you are currently located in, and you measure it until the breaking of this level. A bit lower than the breaking of this level, which is currently 16.19%. So what you do next is you add an order, right? You do minus 16%, let's just say that, and you do amount 100%. In this case, I would like to sell 100% of my tokens if they go below this level, right? You can also do different types of strategies. I want to just show you what's possible here. You can set different types of take profit levels with different amounts, and that's the power of Trojan. That's going to be it for the video. If you have any suggestions about Trojan Bot, definitely let me know in the comments. If you made it this far, I appreciate you watching. You rock, and I'll see you on the next one.